Okay.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Basically just said, if you don't like my answers, then shut the fuck up, bitch.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Interesting. So have... Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You see. You know what you want to do? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna be right back again. I drank a lot of coffee. Sorry for staring into your soul while I was away.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You're kinder to me than anyone else I met. Why? Guess I won't get any answers anyway.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
You don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Oh my god, it's like I'm a parent. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I feel like this is like the afterlife for the princess. Where when they die, they get collected into this being. Ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okie dokie. Bring the prisoner to her, a patient heart. The hero and the princess. Once again.
And at the end of that path.
Oh, I can just press tab now. Okay. She's locked up. I can do this again? Oh, I can do all these options again. Okay. All these are probably the same dialogue, right?
While I appreciate...
Okay. All the same. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Proceed into the cabin. Alright, we'll just... Lazy implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. What if we... what if we... just enter?
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
I want to see what happens if we...
Hello? Is someone there?
This is different.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Again, I got two. I'm here to save you.
Do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
What if I just do this?
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
It is I am your rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She is different this time around.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
True. She hasn't, like, ever killed me, well, she has killed me once, but that was a mercy killing, so it doesn't count.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Don't you tell me what I'm
No.
doing.
You're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Could be.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
It's even more impossible since the narrator won't like say, "Oh, you found the key," because that would be too easy. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
God, look at her eyes. I have to do this.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Well, we'll have...
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
True.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at
Okay.
the top of the stairs...
This is different, because now we don't have the... We didn't bring the knife with us.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
The narrator is not letting us
I'll
leave.
repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
I don't
You
have
make
the
your way to
knife.
bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
But I don't.
Easier for whom?
True.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
God damn, the narrator is such a nerd emoji.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
But how?
She barely hesitates
What?
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh my god, this is fucking horrifying.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
What's this?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
We don't even have the chance to slay her. It's just, we need to save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
She's got
place
blood
the
on her
blade
lips,
against the
too.
ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
You mean below?
You cut into her flesh.
If you cut above... Actually, no, if you cut above, it probably would be better. She would lose less of her arm.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Wait, if she could have just done this before, why didn't she do it before we were
Her
there?
limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
She's a trooper.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
I love the little hidden, like, not hidden, I love the little detail in her mouth.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
There is something definitely wrong with her. Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
He's gonna get...
steps forward and
The
raises
narrator's gonna get me killed again.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Wait, she is definitely different from last time.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But The princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess...
She's so adorable.
We both know this isn't you.
She's got those puppy dog eyes.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Let's go.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she's gonna kill me too.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Wait, this is... Oh my god, how different is this?
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
We do it for her.
Her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel
The narrator is getting kinda...
burning pain that slices its way into your body.
It's definitely... The narrator is definitely getting a little bit angry.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing that she can do about it. She's being controlled by the narrator now.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No, she's been down here for all of her life.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made
Oh
your
my
choice.
god.
It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I am determined. We're going to get out of here, both you and I, alive. Even if it's the last thing I do. The damsel. I will save you.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Voice of the smitten.
Beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh, let's go. Voice of the smitten.
Our beloved.
Yes. We will save her and we'll be out of here for as yes.
Be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's two of us.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
True, my friend. There's more than just a deja
We could
vu.
go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world.
Okay. Oh, this really did happen. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that this really is. If you're back here, I'm assuming you were the one who did us in,
Villain? Okay.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
Malarkey.
I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous...
Yeah,
What
we
do you
know
mean?
this one.
Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question, if it's the latter, what do you think? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? She would never.
She is the perfect angel.
You cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
True.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I don't believe you. I'm with them, going to find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
True.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Let's
These
go.
Really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with. You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I will. Proceed to the cabin! Again.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Sure thing,
We
buddy.
already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My
We're talking about the
passions are too
narrator.
great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Yeah.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
I mean, both of them like the sound of their own voice. The narrator and the other guy.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
There is a mirror again.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or
But it will be gone.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Hold on. It's got an imprint this time.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
It's interesting.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
True. Oh no, that's just the banner. Okay, never mind.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
You weren't here.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Let's just enter the basement. Why not?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A
Rude.
soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice,
I'm going
somehow
to save
even more
you.
beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I mean, this guy's a simp, so what can you really expect?
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
The only thing that's been manipulating is you, narrator.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
She's not like binded like she was last time.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Shut up.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
This guy's really starting to annoy
It's
me
you,
now.
my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you
Interesting.
hear that? She said we're dashing.
Of course I'm
She
dashing.
called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
3 of us.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah, the deja vu was real.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
But she was forced to.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
We don't even have the knife?
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yeah. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Interesting. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
We don't even have lube. How are we supposed to do that?
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
We could try.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted.
God damn it,
Go
narrator.
ahead and slay her.
What are you such a do? The narrator who sent me here to kill you took up my body. It was extremely unfair.
Unfortunately, me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, what an understanding angel. I am now kind of getting more critical of her.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
You say that, but you're not even the second iteration of yourself. You're like the 6th at this point.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, let's
No.
just do it.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah, try that last
You had a
time.
weapon? Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Interesting.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Yeah, it's fine.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Wait, if it was that easy, why didn't she escape before?
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have a feeling that there's something going that. Oh, this is too easy.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
5 seconds of pure bliss. Thank you, Lord. This is what I was born for.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
She's so pretty.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Very true. Alright, let's get out of here before things go to shit.
What do we do now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Alright.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Let's fucking go.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Wait.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Nah, we don't.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it. Because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You could also just, like, look away.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in
This is
hand.
so... Please.
Smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
I'm like super overjoyed.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
The narrator, why are you doing this to me?
That's a familiar move.
Yeah.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Exactly.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
We can bash our way out.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
But yeah, that is true. We gotta like chill. We need to like go out on like a coffee date a couple times.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, you guys are like third wheeling me now. Think we'd open if we tried together. Kinda like that. That's kinda cute. See if we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Uh,
And
it opens.
the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Yay! We can do anything while we're together.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Let's fucking go.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Yeah, that's not happening at this point. Take the blade and slay the. You're not doing
enjoying
that.
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Good.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
No, she desires to be free.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Let's fucking go. All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop with these interruptions. I've made my mind. We're leaving. Well, leaving.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
We are back. We are
Opening
so back.
The door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Yay! Finally, your love will set her free. Look at her. She's so beautiful.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh no. This is the end.
Where did everything go?
Oh, this happened before. No, my happy ending. I need that princess in my life. Me too. But she's got to be taken away.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Seeing the hope in her face.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Why does she die every like ending?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh my god. This is what? It truly doesn't matter. But you didn't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just be new. Yeah, this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Yeah, I know he's probably gonna wanting to die because she's no longer with us. Approach the mirror. Gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. I've withered. Okay. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Approach her. Massive tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions. That my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them once again.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
And how many times go back? At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you... Doesn't matter how many times I go back.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Called by the grave. Getting called by the grave every time I play this goddamn game. This is hell. Anything makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
But yeah, like, any Yu-Gi-Oh creature that gets called by the grave, that's what happens to them. That's my headcanon from now on. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay, I feel like this is all the same. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't
And yet
exist.
my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
God, this is such a big brain game. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright, I don't know why I have to keep going to the toilet. I'm so sorry. I'll be back. don't know why I need to constantly go in and out. But yeah, this is gonna be a long stream. I cannot get over this game. Bring a damsel to her. Hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
Okay. Just silently continue.
You make your way up the
Oh, we've been here before.
the interior of the cabin.
Hmm.
You take the blade from the table.
The music changes when I take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Wait, what did she say? Princess, who's there? Okay. I think she changes based on if I pick up the knife or not. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh, the cursor has a knife in it
There's a
now.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
True.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare.
Interesting.
Fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Okay. I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
This
hands
time I
and
know.
drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack. Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Okay. Relationship. Wait, I want to do this one. Wait, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I just got friend-zoned. What's your name?
She hesitates before
Yeah, alright. Are you gonna end the
Don't
world?
just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Just how long has she been down here?
What if you gotta... What are you gonna do?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best in...
How sweet.
Okay.
Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Interesting. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. Maybe
No,
it's
I
someone
don't.
upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever...
Maybe the keys are in if they're not, I can at least find something to break
I'll
free.
be here.
You attempt to make your way out. Is someone...
Okay. Try the door.
But it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas...
We already know
make
we're
your way back to the
professionals.
stairs. This would have been so much easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Her tone is very different.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the prince. I have never slain her yet.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Approach the locked door. Okay. Warn her.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Now she's gonna kill me. I can't resist! Oh, okay. This time it won't let me.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Interesting.
You drop the blade, pathetically.
Wow, she's got a lot of strength.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Jesus, she's got fucking gains.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact.
If she was this strong, couldn't she just escape earlier? I feel like she has the tools to escape, but she's waiting for someone. I don't know why.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes
Harder.
you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm
No.
sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh no. The tower. Who doesn't like a dummy mummy, am I right?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Turn around and
You
leave.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay, well I guess I'm going then. She's going to kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then you know I can hear you, right? What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Voice of the Broken!
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Oh, we got a different personality now.
Is
Okay.
it, let's say you died last. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's
Oh my god, we got the nihilist on our
She's
side.
just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter, what do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she... If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
My god.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Just be quick about it.
Give me all she did last time was around was beat me to death.
She just can. We're not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
God, we've got a sub. We got a sub here.
Tone down the pessimism just a smidge.
We got a bottom alert. Wee wee.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
That's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Lying?
Cheating?
Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Proceed
That's
into
what
the
you
cabin.
I guess I don't have a say here.
God, the guy is such a bottom sub downer. The worst.
The interior of the cabin is larger
Are
and
you
more
kidding?
grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
There's a mirror here.
The blade is your implement. You'll need... Why do we feel so small?
The room is way bigger.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Approach the mirror again.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God! Look how big the thick. Those are thick ass walls. I mean
The door
doors.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, her booming voice...
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Yes, ma'am.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
Okay, I was gonna make the same joke I've been this entire time, but it's gonna get aggravating if I do it every single time.
She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't
It's
matter
very
what that little
weird.
voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
I wonder if I can get
Princess
multiple.
stands up,
Hot
almost glowing in the
damn!
starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely me likey.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Hot damn, she's like a fucking goddess up there.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Whatever you want, ma'am.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
I was not expecting this outcome, to be
More
honest.
than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Oh no. Kappa Kappa.
Kneel.
Yes, ma'am.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Oh my god.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Yeah, can we not do that again, please, ma'am?
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh god.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
I see.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, she's definitely...
It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can
There
only
are
hope
plenty
it
of
helped you
realities
learn a
I
valuable
failed.
lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
What are we... There's no shackle this time.
Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Well, it doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. Because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my
Oh no.
heart.
Questions. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Oh shit, she's not gonna tell me
There's an
anything.
empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I'm so tempted.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Oh, I kind of want to know.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently... That's exactly why it's rude.
You should...
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
What were you?
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit
Okay.
now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
There's nothing I can do! That's it. I'm yours to command. I can't.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
There's no recourse. I just have to. I just have to submit. There's just.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
God, she's still as pretty as ever.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
How do you see that?
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
What?
Is she talking about you?
The
It's
narrator?
impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh no! Fear is coming into his heart now too!
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Oh god.
No, what are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
She could hear them too? What? What? She killed the narrator? What? What's going on? I'm scared.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
She's puppeting the narrator now. Her will is like unbound to this world.
Break my chains.
There's nothing we can do. The narrator is now no longer able to save us.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
You could just give us the key.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
I have to do it's over. And what if I don't believe? Break your chains. Just do it.
Chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Wait a sec. There is some things there's like a tiny bit of like freedom the narrator has. The narrator said that she was loose, but she said she was free. That's interesting.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
I pray. Take her hand. Pledge your loyalty to your better. And she disappears too. Her will. Noble. Okay, it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want to look at us.
Voices feel small, distant as you approach. They go on once again. The mirror always makes him leave, but you need to see what's in it. I unraveled. Interesting. Pika pika. Find yourself the long quiet once again. She's different. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know, or do you want to tell me? Do you think that anything out is real out there? Think. At least there's supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
That's what makes them beautiful, in a way.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Makes sense to me. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices speak to me. But one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Class?
No.
Don't worry.
Your thoughts are quiet.
I don't have actual class for another like 4 to 5 hours. It's not till like 4:30. It's 11 now. All I'm sacrificing now is like the pre-class stuff. But the thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. I know what I'm gonna do when I find him. You and I are going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Okay. What are your
This one is
thoughts?
dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
This is the last
a
one.
final multitude. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Bring the tower to her. Alright. Alright. Always wanted to. Viva la Revolution!
Spirit. You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prick. Ignore him.
Proceed to the cabin. There's no mirror anymore. Oh, no, the mirror only happens at the second bit. Took it last time. Let's just enter.
Her voice.
did she say again? I haven't even saved this entire time. Okay, maybe I should do that. Someone there.
Hi,
Hi.
stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Can you get me out of the chains? If I can do it again, let me see.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the
This
princess
is
to the wall.
déjà vu.
Give them a tug. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Okay. I'll be here.
Okay,
You
try the
try.
door.
You're shattered. You're here to slay.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom. Easier for everyone.
Okay, I can still save the princess.
Fine. Again, you cut into her flesh.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that.
I can still warn her, though.
Stop that.
So there's still things that we can do with this.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward. But the princess does. Stop it. Stop.
I can't resist this time, though.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there?
She's angry.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Hey, let's fight.
Pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
My god, she's got like nails and everything.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Wait, is this... Am I going to actually slay the princess
It's
now?
not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and
does
yours
make it
both
easier that
seep into the fabric.
we chopped off one of her arms, though.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark,
Okay.
and
The witch. Interesting.
you're on a path.
So who,
in the
what
woods,
in the dialogue do we have now?
and if you're here to
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I never got her. Why am I be here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe brilliant. We need
Of
to
the
put our cards
opportunist.
close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Okay, I'm digging it.
No, I can hear you, right? Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get...
Okay.
Those are
Let's
two
do
good
this.
things. You died like we were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options. You can if
True.
you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given another. And I believe your other question was something along the line. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any. Yes, but if it's the
Okay.
latter, do you think the people there... That's a very good point.
Let's see what this guy has to
princess
say.
character seems like a lot of trouble. And if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we? You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my... What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're...
Let's proceed.
A warning. She will... Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can...
Proceeds to the cabin. So what is the cabin gonna look like now, as an opportunist?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, the blade is your implement. You walk up to the... What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The opportunist didn't say anything.
You take the blade. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's true.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang on
This
its
feels
rocks
like we're
hanging
going
in
in
the
like a den
The
of
weak
an
starlight
animal.
from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would... Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared.
She probably will.
Probably won't bite.
We have to keep our wits about us. Say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home. I know who you are.
I know what you
I
are.
remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
But do we
She seems
need to?
friendly enough? Maybe we can talk. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
We'll do our best, though.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Very
Do you
true.
want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Both?
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
I mean, that's basically what we've been doing this whole
Fine,
time.
fine. You're the boss.
Alright.
Thank you.
She is like an
Descend the
animal.
basement steps, entering the dark room.
She has like a little tail behind her. That's kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
This is gotta be hard to talk our way out of this one.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
She knows.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Hmm.
Good.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Is it possible to talk our way out of
That's
this?
sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
The sass.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods.
Yeah.
That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
And now it's in front of us.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
In what way?
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're...
Well, I seem to remember
She's
you
got
having
a
time.
woe face. Wait, no, she's got the you know the the colon 3 face going on right there. To remember you having a tongue. Alright, the way it is a few. They're not for killing you. We've got to get you out somewhere. You died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look. I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. There's so many. Can't you get out of those chains on your own?
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
Then do it.
The princess grins as the chains fall
What?
from her wrist.
She actually did it.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
If she did, she would have like shown that she could easily escape. She would have waited until we got close and then escape to get the pounce on us.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? Get the sense that you're not happy with me. Okay, let's leave with the princess and get, like, destroyed. You're attracting my attention. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think that you might be a danger to the world. I'm gonna attack you now. Slay the princess. Okay. Let me think about this. Sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Like, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Yeah, what do we get out of this? How do I get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
A little.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
Interesting.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
She might chain us in here forever.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
We gotta... Hmm. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Fair enough. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Oh, we gotta have like a Mexican standoff. Go balls, let's go.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
She's angry.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
This is like POV, the US and the USSR during the Cold War.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Exactly.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
What if we look at each other as we're walking up?
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Take the weapon that we have? I mean, she also has two, like, claws.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Should I trust you first? I don't want to get killed by her. She's obviously very crafty. Let me... Yeah. Yes, let's. When let's come and go, it's best if I follow. I still have my blade.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
I guess it's only fair.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. You want us to turn around and kill her.
True.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
That's a great idea.
The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Oh my god, why did he say that?
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
You fool, you've killed us both.
What did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Oh god.
The princess lands against the far wall,
It is in her
gasping
nature.
as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Why does she look like she's in pain?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up.
Oh no.
Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Because she cut off her head.
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
Because she's an opportunist.
What I would have done.
Yeah.
Have you considered not being like that?
No.
Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
And that's what got us killed.
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
If there's no shot, she's paralyzed as well.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We were never going to get up those stairs, were we?
The princess lets out a mocking laugh.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned where she'd turn her back on us and I'd say, "Now stab her in the back! Do it now!"
Yeah, I know, I
And then
know.
you'd say something like, "Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us." And then
This is
you
his
would have
phone.
done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. Why didn't you tell us your plan before we agreed to go first?
Yeah.
Because then you'd have had to lie to her. And you're a terrible liar.
Fair, actually.
That's not... Okay, that's actually a good point. It would have been a good point if it had actually worked. But it didn't work, did it?
Doesn't seem
it's not my
so.
fault that nobody listened to me. The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh no.
Ho ho ho! So she's not as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Yep. We're stuck here together. Forever.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. But where
There
to
you go.
Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
This is the most... I mean, I didn't even do anything. She did this to herself.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Not before I see you first.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
Narrator is gone. Doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
He is.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Yeah. We've both made bad decisions.
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Yeah. It's coming for us. You didn't get a chance to respond. Don't you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
your
gone.
tense.
Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why?
That's not the end
What is
for
that
me.
supposed to mean? Whatever. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy.
I'm sorry. It will be that easy. There's nothing I can do for you. It's not easy to be sure. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Interesting. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator! Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. If you're not like me, but there's so many questions I can ask it. But I want to know. You're the narrator. I was wondering if I was ever going to get to see you.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Only a couple. Many times. Have you been the same all along?
And that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Something like
I'm
me?
nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Don't have a lot of questions left. You do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, denied it even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
I see. As you say, it's like a PSV
I'm
breaks.
aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Trying. I've tried getting answers at you before. You've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you suddenly being so open? Yeah. Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
That's kind of grim. There's still so many questions. Oh, can we just stay together and leave the people out there alone? By true, I
Or
didn't.
the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
That made no sense. Why are you being so open
Nature is
now?
to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Ran out of questions. Oh no. I'm not gonna slay you, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
There's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Goodbye.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
Oh my god, they closed their eyes before. Oh. Final fragment of glass shadows, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. All this is you. Narrator was right. You are the long quiet. A vast and nascent god? And it's finally time for you to wake up. Wake up! All this is you. See you to the cabin one last time. Bring the witch to her, a righteous heart. You arrive at the heart of the things. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Is this the world? The world! Oh my god, it's beautiful.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Oh my god. They're all naked!
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Misty too. Oh, the endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I really don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I mean, you do look like a mound, and you do be shifting, though. What happens now? Now, we practice medicine.
Ever the passive player,
Okay.
always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
We left unfinished. There's so many stories we left unfinished. We just really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
There has been another way. This just can't come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. Wait, this is just another situation of her being like trapped and I have to let her out. This is just on repeat forever, isn't it? Always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance.
What is even happening?
Revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time.
I see.
To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself?
Oh, we gotta be careful of her. She's a.
Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Speak about life and death. The dress is feel. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but it isn't what any of this has been about. Speak about life and death and change and stuff, but this isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
You are nothing. A black hole of self.
Oh god, not this one again.
Your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark.
I didn't know this line of reasoning would.
Claimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side. You gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
I get to comment
Only
on.
with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
Am I supposed to like comment on like everything? It's always just been about us, the two people forced to hurt each other again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You fling into your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. Your love ray tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
Oh my god. We are just going into the heck.
Nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Look at her, she's so cute. There'd be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole reality into the picture. Okay, fine. I'll leave with you, just don't know how. Okay, fine. I'll leave with. I kind of just want to do this, but I kind of. Yeah, I'll do it.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself? The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel a sensation in your limbs once you couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
It will yield now. Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh my lord. Life! You are free and she is with you. My god.
It's magnificent.
Look at it go. We did this. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. Hi. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. They're all so cute. You exist, and you are aware, just as you always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. My god, that was beautiful! The voices in your head, Jonathan Sims, illustrated. You got through the entire fucking game before my first class. That's beautiful. Alright. Well, that's it. That's all there is to it. That was beautiful. I don't usually like visual novels, but this one, it spoke to me at the first 5 minutes. I was pulled in. This is definitely one of those games where if I could, I would definitely wipe my memory of it so I can experience it for the first time again. There is no other way I can describe it. It was amazing. What's this? Oh, that's my alarm I set to remind me to return the stylus, which I will. Oh my god, look at them. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. There's a good ending? Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track. I see. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Now you finally finish the full story for the first time. You can also unlock the gallery. You can access it. Clues will help you find undiscovered vessels, interactions. Happy hunting! The witch, offering one hand while concealing the other. Stranger, the prison. There's so much to discover. The end of everything. The spaces in between. The hero and the princess. Alright, well with that, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for being here. And I will see you guys next time. That was beautiful. I want a fucking panini. I too want a panini. My god, this is... I just kind of want to keep playing and see what other endings we can get, honestly. I swear to fucking god, I just came in. Well... Keep playing. I think I could do like a couple more. Look, there's like so much here. In here before. See through her eyes of the... I see. The stranger, the prisoner. Doubt one right. Is there anything else I can do here? Fella god. Oh, can I like... Okay. Guess I can do resist the god through force of arms. See through our eyes at the end of everything. What's this? Okay. Resist the god through force of arms. Force of arms, but ultimately succumb. Try to resist the god purely through force of will. No weapons. Okay. Meet your equal in combat. There's like... Okay. Bang like a dog on a food bowl. Oh my god, I guess I can't say no now. What does continue do? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. We've already done this before. You know what? Turn around and leave. I'm not going. The cat. I'm actually pretty okay with this whole ending. You don't be on a. Gotta go in the opposite. Walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing. Fine. I suppose.
Turn around again. Good. Maybe she should die. He asked me. I've already outlined the stakes of the decision. If you don't do your job, everyone dies like dies forever. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Well, too bad.
Last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you...
But I don't wanna. Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction again. I'm going to keep going, trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the...
Yeah, I already know this one. You're going to say here, alright. You aren't kidding, she actually ended the well last time, didn't she? Yep, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely gonna... Okay, let's actually kill her now. I think. Maybe we should? I don't know. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you weren't kidding, she actually entered the well.
Last I checked, there wasn't any...
If he doesn't remember what happened,
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a
we got the contrarian again. So Apple, what's up?
The world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then
the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
Leap.
The world hasn't ended
True.
yet, and you are never going to...
Yep, heading to the walls.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
But I don't want to take it seriously.
Warning, before you go any further.
Oh?
She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Ignore him. He's just...
Let's keep an open...
Alright, let's just proceed into the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong.
I think we just gotta...
Using patchwork of many cabin interiors,
Ooh.
all projected across the only furniture. The blade is your... If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
I do
What
want
is a
that.
knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place?
This guy is so
Literally no idea
scared.
what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a
Ooh.
princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
I wonder why everything's like distorted though.
You can't just say that. Not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me.
I'm sure it's fine.
My job is to describe facts as if you're going.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you've piqued my ear. Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
You can't tell me
Just
what to do.
ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
I'm gonna pick up that
Even
knife.
if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours, and quickly, if you don't mind.
Whoa, it's a shaky wakey. Yeah, the reality
Yes,
of the
take a
plays is
deep breath.
going
I'm all for
crazy.
getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
I like the cut of your jib.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And
Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that.
yeah,
How are we supposed to hold it?
by throwing it out the
Other
window.
way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other
Switch your
way.
grip on the blade. Congratulations.
I wonder what's in the mirror. I don't think there's anything in the
Yes.
mirror.
Isn't this so much better?
My god, look at that.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
The
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess.
bickering, oh, like the voices is like such a. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
This is okay. Wipe it clean, but
Reach
there's
forward,
nothing
rub
there.
your
I don't
hand.
understand what
There
this
was a
is.
mirror a sec-
What does this even mean? Gotta put you here.
And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Throw the blade out the window. Oh my god, we can actually do that.
Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin, and your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
I love the narrator is like taking the role of like a D&D DM
We'll be
now.
fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so
Yeah.
sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
We could use the table.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Into the basement. I guess we're not gonna use the table as a weapon. I remember seeing this game and loving the hell out of this
Creaks
voice.
open,
I
revealing
love
a
it.
web of branching staircases all built from
Ooh,
iron
this time we can go
tables.
the safe route rather than the cold and mind-numbing
Nothing
route.
here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every
Did
scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously
Something about, like, the
everything,
cheetah?
yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick,
I've already went through a
nauseating
playthrough of this game, so I kind of know what's going to happen if I go left.
If the
So
princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a
I don't know
favour.
anything about the cheated though.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Exactly.
I don't want
We
to
will
do
just
this.
grow back if we
Let's
die.
just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
Well...
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
True.
And what's that?
Wubble up dub dub.
The fate of the world hinges on your success. There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
That makes me feel better. Take the soft stairs to the right. I think that's what we're gonna do. We did the harsh one last
The
time.
path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down.
A lot of
as though
text.
guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend. The stairway doing most of the work.
True.
You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Though it's also kind of understandable.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
Interesting.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
You're basically trying to get rid of death as like a construct.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Fuck the narrator. Embrace contrarianism.
Slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Honestly, this feels like it would be harder than the left one. Because at least here you don't have to, I mean, at least there you don't have to fight against like the comfort of just standing still. Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
It all comes
Time
back
disappears.
the same. You okay?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Is she okay? She looks like she's about to cry.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to
Oh
get
well,
back to
what
our
a trip.
old devilish ways.
Oh ho ho.
Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
You agree when I say kick her ass?
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm
Death
still
is
not
only
sure if we
certain.
should trust you.
Death is the only
Let's
way.
talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Normal enough. Alright. Sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
It's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
She's different than the path on the left.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why
It's
are you
happening
here?
again!
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can
Oh
do
no.
that. I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
I'm gonna try to put her back.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
Not
Does
this.
it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so... It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd... Whatever you saw last
Okay.
time, unseen.
I'll try.
Let's see if we can make even more of her.
That sounds like a bad idea. Weird, like let's pull apart here. But I can't trust. Oh god, this is happening again. Do you know why you're down here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen.
It's happening
Or at least the only
again.
one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One.
I don't think we're going to be able to put. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it?
Hmm.
It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Is there any other thing to
Certainly
do
looks
here?
that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions.
Okay. Keep asking. I did that last time. I want to see if I get a different ending. All this. Fucking narrator. But exactly the same thing is gonna happen again. I mean, I don't have a knife, so there's that.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. Oh, I thought they would send something better to do.
Oh, there we go, the evil one.
Managed to cheer you up.
I will devour you.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
I mean, we don't have a knife now, so
We're
that's
probably
different,
stuck
right?
down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
What's
Oh,
that
there's
supposed
another
to
one.
mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again.
Hmm.
I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now. How would we even do that? Where would we start?
We don't have a weapon
Would we
anymore.
start by retrieving the blade? The one he made us throw out the window? I wasn't the one who threw it.
Fair enough.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
The bad thing is I
This
knew.
is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so
Ooh.
different?
Nom 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 nom.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have
I love the
clearly been
Quaternion
part of
as
the reason
well.
This situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option. And just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, okay, I can't do anything now. Gratefully think about that time you threw the blade out the window.
Wait, that's not right. Go on.
Do
Take a
everything.
step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
I do feel like this is more the
Find
same.
the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
I don't...
But this...
Oh yeah,
Does
this
anyone have
happens
anything?
again.
No, I don't. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never...
Okay. This right, okay. Maybe this is where I can do something different? It's going to be okay. I think...
I'm begging you, don't.
Then mirrors
It's
that we.
different now. Yeah, don't look at it.
Someone would say smash still, I bet you. That wouldn't be me. Alright. Is anything... There's nothing different about that.
Something finds me. Nothing, as we are. There is no exit. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Okay, I think I want to do something different. Save this in 3, but I want to go back and load 2 again. Sure you want to do this? Yes. Okay, so that doesn't work.
But I don't want everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going.
As the princess speaks again,
Why is
it's
she...
almost as if she fractures. We can do that. I don't like.
Okay.
Wait, that's not right.
Same thing happens. Do we just not have any agency in this route? I'll go to the main menu. Memories. Stranger, the princess. Is this the stranger? See through her eyes at the end of everything. Oh, we've done everything in this one. See through her eyes at the end of everything. Okay. I don't know what that means.
But I don't.
Wait, that's not right. Luckily for all of us, nothing.
There's nothing that the controller can do. Say nothing.
There's something. No.
Don't do that. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we're gonna look for her.
Then what the hell are we supposed? He is. Again? I'm begging you. It's different.
I don't know what any of this means. Approach her. What if I attack the entity on sight? Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight.
Oh, nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reach forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. I think that you are like me.
Do I just go explore?
I have only just... You speak in
Do we know each other?
nothing as we... There is... Bring me more perspective.
Okay. How much will I forget?
Everything. Then we will be here forever. I have not lived.
We were Set to the... So decide for instance to start for...
You ask of things that can...
What are you being... Let it be. I'm not going to go back, wait.
If you need time. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
If you can riz an entity, you can riz her too. I'm trying! I mean, I kind of did the first time around, right?
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
What? It's like, okay, well... What? It uninstalled itself? What? It literally uninstalled itself. What did it do? It uninstalled itself and now it's... I guess it's reinstalling? The conflict, we crave meaning. I didn't even get the good ending either. Riz that glizzy, I'm trying. Damn. Okay. Pick up a passenger, take her to a destination. Hand your power to a suspicious character. See what hides behind her mask. Should have rizzed her up better. I'm trying to see the other the other endings. The witch, though. The nightmare. I haven't seen the nightmare, I don't think. The prisoner. I didn't realize I only had one chance to riz up these different memories of her. Turn your destined path or face the consequences. I had no idea that this game could, like, do that. It literally just, like, uninstalled the game. That's hilarious. Okay. Can you imagine if your internet wasn't really all that good and it took you, like, days to download this game? And, like, it does this shit to you, you're like, oh my fucking god, I guess I won't be playing this game ever again.
You have returned to me.
Oh
Though
shit.
we were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Attempt to outweigh your destiny. Okay, that's the other thing. It was... I can't believe that was... Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
What else could I have done there? I don't think I could do anything more.
You're on a path in the wood.
Yeah, I know.
You make your way up the short path. She will lie We're not going to go through with this, right? She's... Ignore him.
Alright. This is the third, yeah. I want to see, did I actually not memories? Was that it? See through her eyes at the end of everything. What does that mean? Oh, okay. I actually no. I get it. I get it. Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Into the basement. Glizzy. Just taking it in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to build. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe.
I think we'll drop it and we'll. We did that a couple times before. Kind of want to see what happens.
The blade tumbles.
Thank you. Maybe now we can.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
There's people out there who's gonna think that. What's your name?
she hesitates before.
I already know all this. You know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Apparently gotta end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here?
Okay.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Something you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have.
Okay. Talked enough. What if... I'm gonna keep you locked away, Danny, at least for a bit. What happens if I do
That
this?
seems like a pretty good comp. Leaving her alive is too risky.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. And if you don't,
Oh, the
I can
threats.
promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
What if I just lock her in?
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch.
You're making a mistake.
Oh, yeah?
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
And then what
It won't
happens?
be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Uh-oh.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? We
True.
can still turn around and finish the job.
I would say the plan and lock her down
It'll be
here.
the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Oh, the door's gonna close on us, right?
You close the basement door, locking it
Oh,
behind you
no.
and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Bust and bust?
It isn't long before you start to drift off.
Guys are
Your
going
eyelids heavy with
insane.
fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
She slipped the chains.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh no.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
I don't think I could get back on that side even if I wanted to at this point.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, do your best to shut her out of your mind.
No, stay in there.
I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Oh god.
I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Oh no.
You won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
What have I done?
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep. I know this is a dumb way to die, but...
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
yeah.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped. The basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
I might be a little fucked here.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Uh-oh.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go
This is
numb,
not a good time to be paralyzed.
and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but
Wait,
witness her
you
approach.
only subtly fucked? I
Deciding
know.
you are.
The worst type of fucked.
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No, I refuse. Narrator, you're a fucking narrator. Help me out. Help me.
She steps closer.
Oh god.
One silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Well, at least I'll die before she reaches me at this rate.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
What happened to me?
If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Or do we?
It can't be.
Smash.
This can't actually be how everything
I
ends.
agree.
I'm sorry, but it is.
I have a knife
Everything
and...
goes dark, and you die.
Interesting. The nightmare. This is a new personality that we get to entangle
You're on a
with.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, I get ya.
If-
You have a terrible sense of deja
Terrible
vu.
sense. If he doesn't remember what happened, then shh. What if he hears us?
There's the voice of the paranoid.
It's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard pressed to keep any.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. She will. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
Very true.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed into the cabin. She's already out. She's already out.
The blade is your implement. You'll need. Hold on. What happened to the door?
She's
There was a door
already.
here last time.
She's already out.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
There she is! To the right, to the left. There's eyes everywhere.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and... Good. Steel can't lie to us.
I'm less subtly fucked. Now I'm like, ooh.
Is it gonna be enough, though?
I'm still kind of screwed.
Giving us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
Can we have a bomb?
Could we have a bomb?
Can we have like a AK-47?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Whoa.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Yeah, she's there.
She knows that we're here. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here. So focus.
Right. Enter the basement.
You cross over
Like
the
that, you need the help of the
threshold,
Lord
onto
and
a
Savior,
series of
Jesus
isolated
Christ.
Steps suspended in
And, like,
darkness.
eyes everywhere. The nightmare.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood.
Yeah, that
The
doesn't...
princess lives here. Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Say that about every, like, environment
Her
she's
cruel
in.
and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh no.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
Okay, I wanna...
It'll be enough.
We don't need a game plan. I'm just gonna go kill him. The scenario seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're being such pessimist right now. Step off into the void between the stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. Something cool. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
As a DM, I understand the narrator's, like, frustrations.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Left.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
It's
No, I'm
fine.
not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Yeah, this is far from
I
ordinary.
want to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Don't worry, you died once. It didn't kill
Please
you.
stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Interesting. How about back the way I came?
you turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Well, Romano, that is
As the
unfortunate.
princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh,
Your arms quickly follow.
not again.
This is it, isn't it?
Fight!
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Oh god, she's gonna kill me
There
again.
has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Please. Oh. No, wait, no. No.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Did I really just fucking die?
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
What the fuck is
What are you
happening?
doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Oh god.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Yeah, keep going.
You have seconds left.
No, actually, I have minutes.
Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
What's happening?
lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Lungs,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
What's happening?
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
nerves. She isn't attacking us. Why?
She already, like, thinks she's won. The paranoia is saving your fucking life. I know. It's not paranoia if they actually are out to get you.
Why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Okay.
heart, lungs, liver,
We can leave together? Okay, hold on. There's like, why won't he finish me
Because
off?
I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Oh god, there's like 3,000 ways to do that with me.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Keep doing it.
Lung. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck.
Oh, that's not fair.
It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerve, you're back. Lungs,
We're back. We're so back.
liver,
One moment, and then you're gone.
nerves,
Just
lungs,
like
liver,
that.
nerves,
Ah, and there's the fear.
lungs, liver, nerves,
My god. I mean, there is definitely something.
heart, lungs. She pulls away. Heart, lungs, liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
liver,
I've already done that.
heart, lungs, liver,
God, the rhythm is actually pretty nice.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting?
lungs, liver.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting them down situation?
Nerves, heart, lungs, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves, heart,
She doesn't have any control over it. That's interesting.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Wait, I'm not
lungs,
any of this.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try to kill you. So do your worst.
heart,
Oh, there's so many different things I want to do here.
liver,
You don't have to become a. All right, let's try the passive.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve. I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can make it back to it. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
I don't think you can.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Fairly hot damn. I mean, I would.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Lamau.
You seem miserable.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. I was sending to the future stream like.
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Something tells me that you won't. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that many. Okay, you know what? We'll just fucking run.
Doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor, poor thing. Wrong choice.
Oh no.
Get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
We don't have a choice. We have to kill or be
Always
killed.
going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
Why did she cry
Like
there?
a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
No.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
I am the. Wait, so I'm like the horror again?
Out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady
She
career.
doesn't look happy.
Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
The fuck
Let me out.
is going on?
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger.
Is this
rage,
like a metaphor for
distance,
humanity?
Poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse.
Whoops.
Lonelier.
Let me out.
Sorry.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? What are you
Neep.
talking about?
He's gone. but nobody came.
Oops, I think I broke you. See you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body's dead, but you live on. Wait, there's a chapter 3? Wait, huh? See what's beneath the mask. The moment of clarity. It just keeps going on forever?
In the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There's a third page of this? I guess.
There was a princess, I think. It's all
The voice of the broken is here.
It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Why haven't I never thought of, like, talking about the princess before the narrator, like, talks?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Voice of the broken.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
The opportunist is here.
The only way this works out for us, if you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Wait, is the Seducer here as well?
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have
How many I've got so many voices in my head.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Voice of the hunted.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Oh my god, we really have.
We love her. So we have
There
to
he
set her
is,
free.
the simp.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Yes.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel
The smitten.
would be more
Or
pure
the
than any
the
other love.
the simp.
Why are there so many of us?
Let's fucking
There
go.
aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Voice of the cheated.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
So many times. We I think they're all
Of course
wrong.
we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right.
Shut up, simp.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
Interesting.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she
Schizophrenia,
says, and
like,
then
point of view.
everything will be
Pov.
won't.
So many fucking. I got so many voices in my head.
She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Makes sense. I remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make this
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
What the fuck does that mean?
Shut up. You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
Simp.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did
Don't
it.
think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
I don't know.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
Sounds
If you
awful.
all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
How? I don't feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Can you make, what if we don't go to the cabin?
Tried that.
Okay.
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make
There's
sense of
nothing
them?
worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Oh god.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I don't know. I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together.
Just
You
pick
have
yourself
to
by your
snap out of
bootstraps.
it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going.
You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
Interesting.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Okay. The first real choice that we have. I will do nothing.
Do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work?
No. Nothing ever works.
Exactly. That's why we do nothing.
Boo! You're the worst one. He's not the one who got us into this mess.
I have no idea. Who was it? It was the paranoid one that got us here, right?
Keep breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
He'll get you killed by himself.
There's just so many voices. I can't keep up with all of them, and I'm getting kind of hungry as well. I need to go. My classes start soon.
As the little
Not
voices
soon,
flicker
but in a
amongst
couple
themselves,
hours, but still.
You do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it.
I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
Shut up,
My
Simp.
point exactly.
Been live for an hour, like I asked. I've been alive for 5, all in all. Continue to do nothing.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Things getting fuzzy.
Is
Ha! It's our turn to flip the table.
what?
This is the end, isn't it?
Everything is wrong.
What's happening?
What is that twisting feeling? We're so small. I
Well-
don't think we're supposed to be here. Just another bout of nonsense. Again.
What you mean? It's been 5.
I can't think anymore. Fine.
No.
I've just needed to leave for so long. I thought I would last without them. I thought I was special. Well, it looks like this was a good idea. Something new is happening.
Well done. Brilliant, even.
At least it's
Right.
new.
Guys?
They're all dead, man. And soon you will be too. That is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by texture nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder, something other comes close. You already know what dwells in empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion, why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration, this vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring me more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. A regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Okay. So that did something. Put in Q as like a question if I continue from there. Load. Yeah. Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
It's the mirror.
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror.
Yeah.
He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused.
Yeah.
You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
Wrong.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly.
Don't know what they
are
mean,
delusions,
heard.
and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have, or you could just give up.
The voice of the hero, what are you talking about? Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
But it is.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just go around it.
Just do something.
Proceed.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
We're doing like the Deltarune Snowgrave experience. Proceed.
He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge. The blade is your implement. Take it. It's the only...
It's the only way forward. You tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Okay.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
There's only one thing that we can do.
Lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Are we built different?
Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's
Oh
watching
lord.
us. She never stops watching us.
What do we do now?
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
She's a fucking nightmare.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
Her face is gone too.
Closer.
Woo.
But it was always just a matter of time.
What if we just like belly flop on top of her?
And closer.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
Belly flop on her.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me.
I never run.
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Oh no.
All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness.
I guess I'll save here.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just a tool. You once was something else a long time ago, but was that the year or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no option. I got nothing else I can do. I'll just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Too bad. There's nothing else we can do.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I guess we get a gilded cage, so it's not too bad.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Or not. Princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
There we go. Didn't I get the chance to respond? No, you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us?
Death.
I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Only a
Doesn't
little
seem
bit.
like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it.
Heck yeah.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
I know, I like his attitude.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority.
Alright. And everyone disappears. Just remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
Everyone's fucking traumatized. Like every other situation when we get to this point, everyone's like freaking out that they're gonna die, but now it's just like a melancholy.
It feels okay.
fears gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Wow, amazing.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze. My god, it's cheated. I love the cheated. I have no idea how to get to him. Yet. Mirror always makes him leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. That is not what I expected. I'm not telling good. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
All these arms that she had.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean.
There isn't any new dialogue here.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you?
Okay, so that's the same dialogue. Alright.
I will
Fair enough.
long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Bring the mode of clarity to her. A wise heart.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of...
Okay. Well, that is going to be actually it for today. I need to get ready for school and get something to eat. So, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for being here. And I hope everyone has a lovely day. Because I've only scratched the surface of this game. So, it's gonna be great. Platonically, of course, of course. And I love all my viewers. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.